What is up, YouTube? Brandon Rogers here with Chili Dog Motorsports. We're back in the driveway with the little Grom clone today. We got a very exciting episode. We have surpassed 1,000 miles on this bike. We're actually sitting about 1,400 miles, meaning we have gone 1 mile per dollar. That's awesome. We're going to review it today, so please stick around and enjoy. This is our 125cc motorcycle bike Vader 125 street scooter 125cc motorcycle gas bike scooter with big headlights, or better known as the Honda Grom clone. It is a running, riding, titleable motorcycle that you can have shipped to your door for about 1,400 bucks, which isn't bad. That's pretty good price for a brand new motorcycle that nobody else's butt has been on. Now, for those of you that have been following along, you know we've been doing some upgrades to the bike, some of which are important, some of which I probably wouldn't worry about right off the rip. Some of them I probably wouldn't do at all. Let's go over what we've even done to this thing. So now right off the rip, we have gone ahead and deleted our emissions and installed this sweet Nibby Racing carburetor. We have done the 17-tooth front sprocket. You're going to have to trust that it's there, it's just under the cover. We have gotten rid of the factory shifter and linkage and replaced it with one of these sweet Pit Pro racing shifters. We have upgraded the factory high mount exhaust to this aftermarket low mounted stainless exhaust. We've gone ahead and cleaned up the rear with an aftermarket tail light and tail tidy kit. And we have gone ahead and got the Pro Taper bars and the van's grips and some aftermarket mirrors just to kind of help make it a little, give it a little better feel for ourselves. Now, the mods I absolutely would do right off the bat are getting rid of those emissions, swapping out for a better carburetor, throwing a bigger front sprocket on it. Everything else has just kind of been for my own personal feel, my own personal liking. The rest of those really aren't that important to the bike running at all. And some mods I have not done personally, but I would recommend doing are wheel bearings, axles, and tires. This bike has a pretty good wobble vibration, especially at higher speeds. That should probably be addressed. I've just been kind of dealing with it, which is not really the right answer, but I would recommend doing those things. Those are probably more important than some of the aesthetic mods I've done to my bike. But anyways, enough about upgrades and modifications. How does it run? How does it ride? That's what we're here for. Let's review this freaking thing. I've ridden mine in the rain. I've ridden it in the sunshine. I've ridden it in the cold. I've ridden it at night. Don't think I have any video of that, sorry. But most importantly, I have ridden it 1,000 miles and it's held up. Really, nothing has broken on this thing, actually. It's just been kind of going. It's a trooper. It actually just got dumped last weekend, and it's still going. I haven't fixed anything since it was dumped. It just picked the bike up and kept going. And I have very much enjoyed just about every minute of riding this bike. It's gotten me everywhere I've really needed it to get me. Can't really take them on the highway. That kind of sucks. At least not around here. We got way too many hills. You end up just slowing way down. You can't maintain highway speeds, especially if there's hills. But I guess if you're in a flat state, you might be able to do it. You might be able to pull it off. It's still, I think it's sketchy and dangerous because you just don't have the get up and go, the oomph to get out of danger or anything. So I wouldn't recommend taking these on the highway. If you need a bike you need to commute on the highway on, This one probably isn't it, but if you're commuting within the city, this bike is perfect. It's gotten me around. I've run most of my chores on it, and I just run out for fun, and it just goes. Just goes. It hasn't stopped. And I will say, me personally, I haven't really had any issues with anything breaking on the bike. I have seen people, their motor mounts break, their lights stop working, yada yada. I haven't had any of that. Like, literally nothing is broken on this thing. A lot of the stuff I've replaced just to do it, just to replace it, just to make videos to show you how to replace it. Um, Commonly replaced things, but I haven't really done anything or had to do anything out of necessity, really. Right out of the crate, this thing has run. It has kept running. It's gotten me everywhere I've wanted to go. It's been a great little bike, and I'm glad I spent the money on it. I've wanted one forever and finally decided I just needed to pull the trigger and get one, and I'm so glad I did. And I think one of the most wonderful things about these bikes is how cheap they are to maintain and ride. They hold a little over a gallon of gas, so it's like $4 or $5 to fill up. That'll get you about 100 miles. I get about 100 miles to a tank. Oil changes are super cheap. They just take 1 quart of oil. I haven't put expensive oil in mine. I honestly just put the cheapest oil. So it's like $3 for an oil change. Really not that bad. You only have to do it like, I forget what the manual says. Don't quote me on this. It's like every 1,000 miles or something like that. I've only done one oil change on my bike. Probably should have done more during the break-in period, but we're not going to talk about that. Because the bike still runs, so it's not broken, right? But we've gotten 1,000 miles out of this bike, and it's been great. I wouldn't hesitate to put 1,000 more miles on this bike. And actually, I have so much faith in this bike, I'm gonna ride it about 300 miles in one go here in a couple of weeks, hopefully. I'm gonna ride it from here to the coast, go visit the beach, me and a couple buddies on our Groms. It's gonna be grueling, it's gonna be horrible on a bike this tiny, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna try and film it. We'll post it up for you guys so you can see. I've got a couple other videos of me riding this thing around. So far, the furthest like one consecutive run I've done is about 75 miles, which wasn't bad. The bike held up great. The seat's not the best, so my butt was definitely hurting. That's another thing I would recommend upgrading. Get a gel seat or at least a pad you could put on there because the factory seats are not great. But other than a few minor quirks on the factory that are honestly very easily fixable, this bike has been excellent. I love mine. Why don't you let us know in the comments if you have one? Let us know how yours is. Let us know the good. Let us know the bad. Just give it to us straight. Let everybody know. I personally highly recommend these bikes. Mine's been great. And I don't really know what else to say about these bikes. Mine's been great right out of the box. It runs, it rides. I got a title for it. It was about $1,400 shipped. Not too expensive. Nothing's broken down on it. I really don't know what else to say. Um, I'm going to wrap this up because I'd rather be out riding. It's a beautiful day and I'm sitting in my driveway talking about my bike and not riding it. So let's go put some more miles on this bad boy. Thank you all for watching. I truly appreciate it. But now I think it's time for you to get out of my driveway. Get out of here. Go on and get.